Now, if you own a modern four-wheel drive, you've probably thought to yourself, is a throttle controller worth buying? Do they make a big difference? Well, behind me I've got two reasonably new four-wheel drives. We're going to put them to the test with and without throttle controllers to see how much of a difference they actually make. If you own a modern four-wheel drive with a common rail diesel engine, you're going to have throttle lag. You know the feeling when you're turning into traffic and you need your four-wheel drive to get up and go fast. You put your boot down and there's about a 2-second delay before you get any response from your engine. That's called throttle lag. It happens in every modern four-wheel drive. Throttle lag is a delayed response sending the signal from the pedal to open the throttle. It's not just annoying on the road, it can make four-wheel driving a lot more difficult. You start losing momentum in sand and need power straight away. If it comes on late, you're more likely to get bogged. This is where a throttle controller comes in, like the EVC from Ultimate 9, who used to be known as iDrive Australia. Apparently, throttle controllers will remove that lag and give you better control of the throttle in general, but that's just marketing hype until it's tested. So, let's get into it. Hey! I think I nearly spun the tyres. Righto, we've got a Toyota Hilux with a completely stock engine and my 79 which has had a tune and has got an aftermarket exhaust. We'll run a series of tests with these without a throttle controller and with a throttle controller to see the difference. Let's start on the bitumen. We're going to go right boot to the floor from a standing start to see what difference it makes off the mark. We're starting the timing from the second I put my foot down to demonstrate the lag or lack of. The whole point here is to show the lag. Right now I've got the throttle controller turned off. So this is my 79's got an exhaust, it's got a tune, and that's just about it. So throttle controller's turned off. I'm going to time this over 100 meters on the bitumen. I'm basically, as soon as I go, I'm going to put the foot down and see how fast I can go 0 to 100 meters in the 79 series. Okay, let's get into this. Ready, steady, go. Off we go. Into up. Okay, coming up to 100 meters. Now, okay, it wasn't fantastic, but that's all right. 12 seconds, 12.2 seconds to be exact. Now let's go back and see if we can do it with the throttle controller and see if we beat that time. Now, one of the really cool things about the EVC throttle controller is it's got a bunch of different modes and settings. So for this run, I'm going to turn it onto ultimate mode and crank it right up to level 9. Now, I can't wait to test this one out. Hopefully it'll cut out all of the lag that I experience in the 79 series. So, ready, steady, go. Hey! I think I nearly spun the tyres. This is remarkably different, you can tell. And stop. 10.3 seconds. So, that's quite significant. That's like 20% difference there. That's huge. But the big thing there was that instantaneous response. The second you put your foot down, I should do that again because I actually backed off a fraction because I thought I was going to spin the tyres. It had that much to go about it. Very, very impressive. I want to do that again. That was a bit of fun. Righto. Ultimate 9 is on. Check. All right. 3, 2. You can hear a little bit of wheel spin there. And stop. 10.1. 10.1. So a little bit quicker again. It's a bit better takeoff that time. But that is remarkably different to stock. I mean, you know, forget the numbers. Yes, it's 20% difference. That's a heck of a lot. But the actual feeling you get when you drive this, when you go in the back of the seat, your vehicle completely transforms, and that's what you're after. You're after that lack of lag, I suppose you call it, from that initial takeoff. You put your foot down, the vehicle does what it's supposed to do, it takes off, and that completely changes the whole ride of the vehicle. Now let's see how the big Hilux goes. Keep in mind, this is a stock standard engine. It's got no tune on it, so it's going to be very exciting to see how the throttle controller changes the drivability of this vehicle. Now we're going to do 3 runs with this Hilux. Firstly, just stock standard, just in drive, off we go with no throttle controller. Run number 2, this Hilux is actually fitted with an extra power, it's got a power mode button, which is, it claims to do the same as the throttle controller. So we're going to test that out. And then on the third go, we're going to use the EVC throttle controller. We're going to crank it up to ultimate 9, and and see how that compares. So first things first, stock standard. Let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, go. Off we go. Foot is buried to the floor. Off it goes. And 11.22 seconds. So, look, with the auto as well, it did take off nicely. Certainly didn't wow me. Okay, for this run, here's the power mode button. Let's see how this goes. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Yeah, you can definitely feel there's more power. That right foot is buried. I'm gonna make an indent in the floor here and ready to stop. It's faster, there's no doubt about it. Faster than the stock standard mode, but now we're gonna go back and test it with the EVC on Ultimate 9 and see if it makes a difference. Straight up to level 9, which is the higher setting. All right, let's see how this goes. 3, 2, 1, go. Off we go. And off we go. It's actually a big difference, you can tell already. We've got 10.5, so 10.5 seconds. So blows the factory settings away, and even with the extra power button, it still beats that. So it just unleashes that power. That's actually their tagline, but it really does unleash the power of your vehicle. Well, that was really cool. You can clearly see what kind of difference a throttle controller makes in the highway. You can appreciate how this could make your sluggish common rail a bit easier to drive day to day. Well, we've all been there before. On a single lane highway, we go to overtake, say, a big road train or something like that. You need initial acceleration and zero lag to make sure you can get past safely. Now we're going to test this out here. We've got it on Ultimate 9. I'm going to be doing about, let's call it about 50 k's an hour. And I want to know that as soon as I put my foot down, I'm going to have zero lag. Now let's test this out. All right, about 50 k's an hour, foot down, straight away, zero lag, and that gives you the response where you need it, perfect for overtaking. But we didn't buy our four-wheel drives to drive around the city, so let's see what difference it makes off-road. Now down here on the beach, in some really soft sand. This beach is actually quite notorious for having soft sand. So what I want to do here is test out throttle controller versus no throttle controller. So I'll turn it off and see how this goes off-road in some soft sand. The EVC throttle controller is turned off, and I just want to see how that goes. Just a bit doughy to take off. All right, in second gear. Oh, come on. Foot's down to the floor. Now we're going. Just that massive lag. Luckily this thing's got a lot of torque. I reckon if it didn't, you'd probably just get stuck there. That's really soft sand. And then you get a soft patch like this, put your foot down to the floor. Come on! There we go. Finally kicks into life. All right, now back across that same patch of really soft sand, I'm going to turn the EVC on into Ultimate. Let's go to Ultimate number 5 and try and take off. Yeah, straight away. Got a lot of power. Just change it up. I've gone into Ultimate 9. I'm just in second gear, like idling around. If I hit a soft patch of sand, I can put my foot down. The vehicle just explodes into life. That's what you want in that soft sand, because it's usually, that's what gets you stuck in soft sand, is when you hit a patch of soft sand, you go to put your foot down, nothing happens, the vehicle gets stuck, and by the time that throttle comes on strong, you're already stuck. So this sort of eliminates the need to, you don't have to plan your driving, you can just drive normally. You want to put your foot down, the vehicle goes. Sounds kind of simple, but not many vehicles do it when they're stopped. All right, now I'm back in the Hilux. I'm going to turn this EVC throttle controller off. Now you're going to notice probably more of a difference in the auto. Foot down, off she goes. Yeah, you can feel that straight away. That, look, it gets the job done. The tyres are down. You know, these modern common rails have a fair bit of power, But it's just that when you go to take off, that initial little bit is where you feel that sort of lack of response, which is not what you want in the sand. So you come to a bit of a slow down, foot down. Oh, come on. It feels like it takes about 2 weeks for this thing to actually respond. Righto, now let's try this with the EVC on. We're going to start off with Ultimate 9. Let's go straight to the top and see how this performs. Straight away. This is the most obvious difference you can tell in this auto, because auto naturally has a little bit of lag, a little bit more lag to start with than the big 79. This completely changes the drivability of this Hilux, especially on the sand. You can come down to almost a stop, put your foot down, thing just explodes into gear. Now, if you can just see how soft this sand is, you've got massive big ruts that are about a foot deep, and I'm going to stop right in the softest part of the sand. Now, the key as well I've found out with this throttle controller is when you're on Ultimate 9, you have that much instant response that when you do go to take off, don't put your foot down 100% because you don't need to. It's probably best to start off with sort of slow increase of pedal, and you can feel that vehicle just, yeah, it just makes light work of this sort of stuff. But where it really comes into its own is when you slow down a little bit, you get stuck in a bit of soft sand, you go, oh heck, I shouldn't be going this slow, I need momentum. Put your foot down, vehicle just, it reacts straight away. Very, very noticeable difference. The cool thing about throttle controllers like this one is they don't just sharpen throttle response, they can also dampen it. Why would you ever want to do that? Well, I'm talking off-road. Quite often, a torquey little common rail in low range can be a bit too jerky on the throttle when doing technical driving. With the EVC, you can set it on economy mode, which, when crawling in low gears, will give you so much more control, less wheel slip, and is perfect for technical rocky tracks. Remember when PSI Pete outdrove us all in the old 3-litre GU Patrol? Let's show that again to see how much control he had on the tougher tracks. Pete had this set to economy mode 4. You might use economy mode 9 when backing a trailer up a steep, windy driveway and you really want slow, perfect control. One of the biggest questions we get asked all the time is, should you get a tune over a throttle controller? Now, I can answer this from personal experience. Of course, I've had a tune done to the 79 series and it made a massive difference and it completely changed the vehicle. Now, when I installed a throttle controller, it was after the tune, so the vehicle had a lot more go about it to start with. But I actually installed the EVC throttle controller one night in the shed, forgot about it, went to bed, the next morning woke up super early to go fishing, jumped in the 79, turned it on, went to take off out of my driveway. I got chucked into the back of my seat and I actually thought there was something wrong with my four-wheel drive because it took off so fast. I was scratching my head for a second, remembered that I actually installed the EVC throttle controller the night before. I'd left it on Ultimate 9 setting, so it was the fastest setting, and it actually scared the heck out of me because it just had so much response. Of course, I dialed it down just for normal driving around, but it goes to show that that throttle controller made a massive difference even with a tuned vehicle. So, in my opinion, I reckon you should definitely tune your vehicle as well as get a throttle controller. In a 79 especially, they make a huge difference. Now, we always love giving back to our YouTube community, and this video is no different because we've teamed up with Ultimate 9, formerly known as iDrive Australia, to give away 10 of their EVC throttle controllers. Now, these are worth $299. And to win one of these, simply head across to our Facebook page. All the details are below. Make sure you enter because trust me when I say this, these will transform the drivability of your vehicle. Now, we love testing products here at 4Wheel Drive 24/7, so now's the part we want to hear from you guys. Help us try and find a product to test next. That's right, we want to hear from you guys. What do you want to see tested? We love testing all different modifications, accessories from bar work to diff locks, to throttle controllers, to spotlights, even brand new vehicles. So let us know in the comments below what you want to see us test.